My name is Elysabeth Alfano. Thanks for joining me as we go behind the scenes on FearNoirChicago.com to get into the hearts and minds and souls of Chicago's artists. Tonight is a little bit harried. I'm at the Annoyance Theatre for the TBS Just for Laughs Comedy Festival. The last show of the evening is Susan Messing's improv show, Messing with a Friend. Let's go behind the scenes and into her dressing room to see how Susan's prepping for her upcoming performance. Susan, thanks for letting me into your dressing room. I know you have about 10-15 minutes before you go on stage. Just by definition, anything improv has no script. So are you at all nervous?
Oh yeah, I'm about to shit myself. And then my desire to create supersedes the weirdness I have to go through in order to create, and I get off again.
So if there's no script, you must have some things that you hold on to, some structure. I mean, I know you don't know where it's going, but you must have something.
Well, the way that I was taught by Mick Napier was the first 3 seconds of the scene is your promise to the audience of who you will be, not what the scene is. We don't know what the thing is until it's over. If you're really that much of a control freak, you should go home and write some sketch and then tell me where to stand, and I'll do that.
Okay.
But if we're improvising, I'm just going to stick people in a world and see what the hell happens. And it surprises me constantly. I have no idea how I got from there to there.
Really?
Yeah, and there are times where I get off stage and I'm like, ew, I can't believe I was that person. That's disturbing on many levels.
And where does this all come from?
I don't know. I used my imagination, my voice, movement, and feelings to create lots of different things.
Why did that jaguar rip off my face?
Well, you were trying to feed it, Mrs. Winterbottom. Jaguars don't eat bananas.
And you've been at I.O. and of course Second City, but I think of the Annoyance as where anything can happen.
It is, and I do believe that it's protected by being in this space. And the Annoyance is one of the few places, not in the country, really in the world, where you can say and do anything you want and trust that it is protected, that people feel the permission to laugh.
I wish everything in our house worked.
Some of the things in our house work, Ernest.
You don't work.
No, I don't.
I don't work.
I'm living on the dole.
We're on the dole.
That's right. Would you like a piece of government cheese?
I love a piece of government cheese.
Here you just kind of let it all down, and you know that's nerve-wracking because you're going on in about 5 minutes. But
it is, you know what's harder
freeing?
for me? It is, but see, that's freeing to me. What's not freeing for me is sitting in a room going, the tree is green, and then try to get Meisnery about it. The tree is green. I've never been improv has made my acting so much better.
Lovely land of frisbees and balloons, mylar balloons, pink dinosaurs.
You're going to notice in improv that it's not saying funny things. It's not a fart and run type of situation. You fart and you say, I farted. 2 bean burritos, no cheese, extra fire sauce, Taco Bell right by I.O. on Addison and Clark.
On the day you had me, did you know that you were going to love me as much as you do right now?
I'm going to be very honest with you. I barely bonded with you for a long time.
Scenes aren't about your plot or your funny. They're about people. And as long as there are people in this world, there's something to explore. And this world is insane.
Throw you in the trash can. I threw you in a dumpster.
And that's why cats follow me.
And sometimes when you dive inside it, instead of just stand around and announce and judge it, I don't know, it's just so much richer.
Yes,
And that's Chicago. That is so Chicago. That Chicago isn't like, make me laugh, asshole, make me laugh.
Right,
it's not that. It's they're willing to be patient enough to watch the process. And Chicago, I have to say, is Mecca for this work. As long as I'm interested in pursuing improv as a sociological study of the human condition, then there'll never be an end to this.
There you go.
Someone in the room.
No.
I bet you have a room full of people
No.
just watching me. Do you know when I was...
what do you do if something goes wrong? If you're on stage and you just feel like this isn't working, we're stuck.
In life, if you don't like what you're doing, you are an adult and you get to say, bad touch, I am leaving. In improv, if you don't like what you're doing, I will rub your face into it until you like it. Because I assume that you're right until you indicate one of 3 things. I suck, you suck, or this sucks. And then I disconnect, I'm worried for you, and then I ultimately hate your guts because I was there to have a good time.
So you can't not like it. Is that what you're saying?
As long as they celebrate the joy of either hanging together, making up stuff together, agreement, having an amazing time and creating something out of nothing.
I made the moves in this basement.
Oh, sorry.
And then if you don't like it, guess what? You'll never see it again.
Right.
And if you love it, you'll never see it again. And that's the beauty and the horror of the beast, unless, of course, someone taped it.
So you never get off stage and regret. You never say like, oh, why did I say that? Gosh darn. No, you totally, it's out there, you do it, and then...
I like this comic book. This is a really good comic book. I'd like to buy this comic book. The price isn't right.
So many opportunities to be unsure of yourself. Why not at the very least recycle it and be an unsure character instead of just an unsure human being? And if I'm having an ugly day, I can get rid of ugly on stage. Or it might be the only place on the planet that I might be beautiful. So if I get to be everything I've ever wanted to be and everything I've never wanted to be, why would I not take advantage of it? If people aren't dumb enough to kick me off the stage, I'm smart enough to stay there.
And tonight's guest is...
Michael Patrick Thornton.
Ooh!
He's on private practice. He's the doctor in the wheelchair.
Isn't that making you more nervous and on pins and needles? He's not even here yet. I see, all right. Veteran.
This is the TBS Just for Laughs Festival. I'm doing this just for laughs.
So thank you so much. Good night. Have a safe